Okay, this time I'm going to demonstrate one of the features that distinguishes the CTMP from all other instruments of this type. Notice the two previous tests consisted of measuring the ratio, the polarity, and the saturation. And all test sets of this nature, all CT test sets, will perform those tests. The thing that distinguishes the CTMP is what you're about to see is the power system meter. This performs the functions of the classic phase angle meter, and it's like a whole other $7,000 instrument built into your test set. Okay, once again, starting from the main menu, I'm going to select power system meter. Okay, there's four selections on there. EImeter, the first one uses the E and I inputs on the test set. The second one is the E input and the clamp-on input. The clamp-on input allows you to use the clamp-on and non-invasively measure a circuit by just putting the clamp-on around a wire. The clamp-on is an I200S. It's supplied with the test set. The third menu item is I1 and the clamp-on. That uses the hardwire I input, which you'd use a duckbill or something similar with that, and the clamp-on to compare the amplitude and the angle of two currents. Item 4 is the clamp ratio. This allows you to use a duckbill, say, to go into a relay or a kilowatt-hour meter and put the clamp on the low voltage primary conductor and measure the CT ratio while the apparatus is energized. Okay, I'm going to select 1. You can see I have the E reads 119.96 volts. This is coming out of a relay test set. The relay test set's a little bit off. That's why it doesn't read 120 and 2 amps. So basically what we have the relay test set generating is 119.96 and 101.971 as far as volts and amps. And of course the angle is demonstrated there. So it's like a phase angle meter. You have the voltage, the current, and the angle. In addition, you can see over here in this part of the screen, it calculates and presents the power factor, the volt amps, the watts and bars, and their direction. You can see the watt plus and the var plus indicates the direction. This is 30-degree lag, and this would be like, the convention would be watts and vars going out of the machine or out of the bus with that particular CT connection. Okay, that is the basics of that. Now I'll go back to the main menu here, once again selecting power system meter, and now I can select E1 and the clamp-on. Okay, the clamp-on is not reading anything because I don't have it around the wire yet. So I'm going to go over here, put it around the wire, and you can see I get the same reading using the clamp-on as I did with the hardwire input. And of course the same parameters read over there in the corner. Now I'm not going to go through the rest of it, the eye to eye in the same way, and the clamp ratio is just like the voltage ratio screen, except it's done with current using the clamp-on. And that was a brief overview, a brief tour, not showing all the features, but a brief tour of the power system meter.